is up, APAC Army? Welcome back to another exciting APAC Wrestling episode. We've got so much action in store for you, you will not believe it.
Of course, we were going to have the match between the women of APAC Wrestling, Phoenix, Luna, Poppy. It is going to be amazing. What else do we have?
Well, we've got a lot of tying up of loose ends to do.
Yeah,
we still have to find out what's going to happen to Jaki G. Injured his arm at the expense, of course, of Gotham, who's the man who did all the damage to that arm. What can Jaki G do when he takes on Gotham inside the squared circle? And JYE, has he signed his own death?
Of course, I mean, it's okay calling people out, alright? That's how the business works, but never, ever drag another man's family into your business. Never do that.
And talk about business. Double K handles his business in a very weird way. He uses leverage, ropes, he uses underhanded tactics, whatever it may be to get the job done. And he managed to do that against Serigala, who's not very happy.
The ends justify the means.
What other ends justify the means? Let me think. 3 meals for $1.99, how does that sound?
Of course, 3 meals for $1.99 via QuickSense. Alright, download the app now. I am Heartspoken Zach Druckmann.
And I am Shiny Terry D. We're gonna get into some business right now, so download that QuickSense app. Let's get into the squared circle for more APAC Wrestling.
The following match is an over-the-top rope elimination match. And your referees for this match are Shafiz and Zan. Making his way through the ring, he is the bad boy. And his opponent. Making his way to the ring. He is their opponents. Making his way to the ring, he is the Dreamchaser.
The very first triple threat over the top rope elimination match in APAC Wrestling.
Well, let's just address the biggest elephant in the room right here. It's the returning Hendo Ramli.
Exactly, being out of commission after taking a beating from Shaukat and Hendo. What's going on here? This is a triple threat match, not a triple threat debate. So, come on, guys! Oh!
Of course, but you can
build alliances.
Exactly. Now, all right. Here's the thing, okay? Azroy pretty much he's on the roll right now because after his victory against Gotham, fine, rear count out. But hey, he's on the roll. He finally secured a win. Now, let's see whether can he secure a win here.
And the returning Orion Black. A lot to be said about his style. He defeated Azroy in his debut. And he's got a hard-hitting style of his own, applying some very devastating maneuvers.
Well,
and here comes Hendo Ramli.
Now, you see, speaking of Orion, I tried to get some information about him in the locker room just now. I just went. He just won't talk. He just looked at me with those menacing eyes and he just won't talk. So of course I just had to get out of there.
Well, you certainly have an interesting relationship with them dark, devious types. Azroy, kip up, and he's all fired up, ready to go.
Now we have various contrasting styles here. Okay, we have Hendo, who is a proficient striker. We have Orion Black, someone who seems to be very good in delivering suplexes. And then we have Azroy, high flyer, never giving up attitude.
With Orion, it's all about inflicting pain.
Inflicting
Very
pain.
hard-hitting style indeed. And Orion now serving up Azroy to Hendo Ramli. Azroy! Obviously outnumbered in this triple threat simply because there's an alliance of necessity being forged between Hendo
and Hendo going for the Hendo shuffle right there.
Those closed fists being applied to the midsection of Azroy.
Well, Azroy's predicament right now, this feels like a handicap match, a 2-on-1 handicap match right now.
I wouldn't want to be Azroy right now. Knee to the back. And it looks like the one-upmanship using Azroy as a crash test dummy. This crash test dummy is fighting back, but to no avail. A kick to the shin. Hendo Ramli! Suplex by Hendo Ramli, and Azroy in pretty bad shape.
Well, Azroy, he sometimes calls himself the future. I can see his future right now if this keeps up. Oh! Release vertical suplex there.
The X-Plex applied to perfection by the dark and devious Orion Black. Beat down continuing for Azroy. It seems like these two have forged a very effective alliance against the Dreamchaser. And Hendo still telling, whoa! Wait a minute! Orion Black. Orion stating the obvious, it's every man for himself.
However, okay, when Orion tossed Hendo, it wasn't over the top. The only way to eliminate an opponent is to throw them over the top.
Hendo's all about forgiveness.
Of course, he's a very forgiving man. Double DDT there.
Azroy! Azroy has touted himself the future. Can he stage a comeback against this unholy alliance between the bad boy and the twisted deviance of Orion Black?
Yes, let's go then, the bad and black. Tried to connect with the Bulldog, didn't get all of it, but still. Azroy is firing up right now.
You can't blame Azroy. He's been on the receiving end of a double beatdown for much of this encounter, and now needing to bide himself some time in the corner. Orion is retreating while Hendo is in a very precarious position. Orion Black honoring the alliance this time around. He could have easily helped Azroy there.
Of course. I mean, it's called an alliance for a reason.
It didn't seem like an alliance when Orion was attempting to toss Hendo out of the ring.
Trust me, talking from experience, you just can't tell what is going on in the mind of Orion Black.
Oh! A forearm attendant for Azroy, who stepped out of the way, and Orion Black is delivered. Perhaps the straw that's broken the camel's back. Hendo Ramli is having no more of this alliance. It's breaking down. Hendo Ramli, Orion Black, here we go.
Every man for himself, all right.
Hendo Ramli! Both feet must touch the ground. Hendo still very much secure, even though he did go off the top rope. Azroy with the drop kick, sending Hendo Ramli out of this match. Our first elimination goes to Azroy.
Now let's see whether can lightning strike twice for Azroy. But of course, Azroy has a tough task in eliminating Orion Black. Apparently, our APAC army is serenading us with the departure of Hendo Ramli.
And serenading Hendo as he makes his way backstage. APAC army firmly behind Azroy.
Azroy with his tremendous never die, never give up attitude right here. Let's see whether will it help him.
Azroy is going to try and toss Orion Black off the top rope. Orion Black is off the top rope, but his 2 feet are still very firmly on the ring apron. Orion Black going for a suplex.
Trying to suplex Azroy outside. It's brutal, but it will be effective.
Both men now over the top rope. Both men precariously positioned on the ring apron. Azroy going to the midsection. Super kick.
Both of these men, well, now only Azroy hanging by a thread right now.
And that mask with the very hard exterior.
Well, it's completely legal in this match.
Azroy obviously can see what Orion Black has in hand. Orion, weapon in hand. Oh! Azroy goes down.
Azroy, it's time to be dreaming right now.
Azroy has been tossed off the top rope, and Orion Black stands tall. What a victory for Orion Black.
This match,
An amazing performance by Azroy. He managed to survive, but still in the end is Orion Black.
We used to think that Luna had issues because she talked to spiders. This man seems to have a connection with some teeth.
Why not? Why not?
Feeling tired and hungry? Order your favorite food easily with quick Quicksand. Only RM1.99 delivery to get 3 meals. Download Quicksand app now.
What's up with that? It was definitely quite the encounter. Our very first triple threat over the top rope elimination match. And we saw the return of Hendo Ramli. Nevertheless, Orion Black picking up that win after using teeth, dentures. I don't know.
Basically, he used his face mask, but nevertheless, Orion Black is now 2-0 in his matches. Very impressive.
And nevertheless, folks, this has definitely caused the stirring of the appetite because, well, you think teeth, you think chewing food.
Exactly.
So chew not 1, not 2, but 3 meals for only RM1.99. When you download the Quicksand app, we'll get those meals delivered your way for a low $1.99.
The following match is a Falls Count Anywhere match, and it is scheduled for 1 fall. And your referee for this match is Shafiz.
dominance in this Falls Count Anywhere match against Double K.
Well, of course, the last time these two were in the ring together, Serigala was taken out by him.
Taken out? That was a leverage of ropes and underhanded tactics used by Double K to get the win over Serigala. So there's no other way so far for Double K to find an answer to the power of Serigala except tactics like that.
Of course. How many times must I tell you, my bald-headed friend, the ends justify the means.
Here comes Serigala. And Double K just got the purple knocked out of him.
Serigala going for an early win there.
Double K in retreat. Remember, Falls Counts Anywhere means anything goes.
Anywhere.
Anywhere goes.
Now here's the thing, Serigala has been trying so hard to put Double K away with the howling. But Double K has been doing a good job avoiding it so far.
He's got the howling well scouted. I wonder what Serigala will have to do to respond to the tactics, the cunning of the purple-haired assassin, Double K. That's the second time Double K has dodged the howling.
Well, of course, I mean, That's how you basically win a match. You dodge a move and you hit your own. It's as simple as that. 1, 2, 3.
Serigala introducing Double K to the hottest part of the ring apron, and that doesn't seem to be enough to put away the purple hat assassin, Double K.
Double K, right, calling himself the artist right there. An artist in the ring. A real artist in the ring, unlike those fake ones out there.
I don't know how many real artists dyed their hair purple. Some would call that a desperate cry for attention.
Well, no, I mean, like you said, you don't know how many. He's the only one. That's why he's the real artist.
Double K, you gotta give him credit for being resilient against the onslaught of power moves by Serigala. Serigala looks very confident right now.
Double K is just biding his time right there.
Double K, is he taunting Serigala? Is he calling him to follow him to the backstage area? Double K, no, it looks like he's, oh!
Smart move right there by Double K. Completely legal.
Intentionally leaving that water behind to be used as a distraction against the Alpha Beast. And Double K now going for the pinfall.
Such resiliency
Sticks
by
and
Double
stones may break your bones, but water will not hurt you. Serigala now introduced to the ring apron by Double K.
These two, they just hate each other. It all started when Double K made his debut here in APAC Wrestling. And Serigala back on the onslaught. Oh, this doesn't bode well for the artists.
Oh, Double K managing to get out of that predicament. Serigala colliding with the steel post.
No matter how strong you are, you just can't beat the steel post. That's for sure. Double K in full control of this match.
The artists so far doing a good job of neutralizing the power game of Serigala.
All right, here's the thing. That is how you go against someone that is pound for pound arguably the strongest in APAC Wrestling.
Double K came into this with a plan. Serigala came into this with all his muscle, and it looks like so far Double K's devious mind is winning out in this encounter.
Now the action is back in the ring.
Tossing Double K back inside the ring. Double K going back to the knee of Serigala. Remember, Double K worked hard to bring down Serigala using the knee as a focal point, taking out the base of Serigala, and with it, all his powerful moves, including the howling.
Of course, that is how you go up against a predator like Serigala. How do you do it? You make sure you immobilize them. Once a predator can't move, they're no longer the predator, they are now the prey.
Double K now. Tossing Serigala to the outside, landing hard on the ring floor. Double K taking a moment to bask in his own glory there.
Of course, he's a showman, you can't blame him.
And along with that mocking Serigala, here comes Double K now, feeling very much in control of the Alpha Beast. Double K!
Oh my God.
That is the first time we've seen someone collide with the walls that surround the ring area here. Double K.
Double K.
Breaking the eyes of Serigala.
Of course, taking some hints from JYE right there, basically.
Going down below, Double K now. DDT to the unforgiving floor on the outside.
And ladies and gentlemen, although we have a mat right there, but it is extremely thin.
Serigala managing to kick out of that. Also demonstrating just how tough it is going to be for Double K to bring down the Alpha Beast for the 3 count, even in a false count anywhere environment.
However, Terry, you gotta know one thing. Double K has done it once. He has brought the Beast down for a 3 count.
Look at this, Double K employing the ring apron, and Serigala looks completely spent. Having taken shots after shots, Double K now calling for his high impact move.
Double K taunting Serigala, leaping forward. No!
Serigala scouting that one really well, avoiding the HIM.
Serigala with decapitating clothesline right there. What? Another one, bringing down the Ratis.
Power slam!
That wasn't enough to take out the Ratis, but still both of these men are spent.
What lengths will they go through to put each other away? Which of these competitors will come out on top? Serigala calling for the howling. He's tried to deliver it twice already.
Will third time be the charm? No!
Double K with the high impact move.
Serigala just got dropped by him.
The HIM connecting. Can Double K capitalize? Crawls over to Serigala.
No,
What's Double K thinking?
Double K is measuring Serigala for the perfect photo shoot right now. Presumably the pun kick. No, he misses.
Double K misses and injured his own knee. Spine buster. Serigala letting out a roar in place of his usual howl. This is the howling.
Will he connect it? Now, rolling!
Double K has been planted. That's it. Double K has suffered at the hands of Serigala. The howling.
Well, third time wasn't the charm, but fourth time was the finish.
The Alpha Beast!
Serigala once again showing to the APAC Army why he is the Alpha Beast.
Absolutely. Serigala standing tall. Having taken out the very resilient, cunning, purple-haired assassin, Double K.
What an amazing match between the two.
APAC Wrestling is Alpha Beast territory. Serigala stands tall, having vanquished Double K.
Feeling tired and hungry? Order your favorite food easily with Quicksand. Only $1.99 delivery to get 3 meals. Download Quicksand app now.
Well, what a match that was. A falls count anywhere. The first falls counts anywhere match we've seen here in APAC Wrestling. And certainly something to remember. Serigala dishing out all the punishment and laying into Double K with full ferocity.
Of course, you see, Serigala, he is the alpha of APAC Wrestling. And Double K, that's what he wanted to do. Right? How to make yourself remembered is by trying to take out the number one, the top of the food chain. However, it probably did not go so well for the Ratis.
Well, speaking of food chain, you can complete your own with your 3 meals delivered your way. Your very own selection of any meal delivered to you for only 1 ringgit and 99 cents. Just download the QuickSend app now and get 3 meals delivered your way for a low $1.99.
The following match is a triple threat match and is scheduled for 1 fall. And your referee for this match is Zan. Making her way to the ring, she is Luna Ray. And her opponent. Making her way to the ring, she is the trendiest puppet. And their opponents. Making her way to the ring, she is
A triple threat match to settle some unfinished business between these 3: Poppy, Phoenix, Luna.
Now here's the thing, all right? Previously, we had Phoenix and Poppy tangoing amongst each other for quite a while. And then, suddenly, APAC Wrestling, we were, I guess, gifted by the debuting the Black Widow, so to speak, of APAC Wrestling, Luna. And then, from there, things started intertwining together, I guess.
My, Mr. Heartspoken, are we going soft now? I never thought I'd hear you say gifted and Luna in the same sentence.
Well, here's the thing, I won't deny it. She is a gifted performer. She definitely is. It's just that, you know, that box there, right? What's in that box, that arachnid, is what I am not exactly fond of.
I can see you're warming up to Iris as well, because you referred to Iris as an insect previously. Well, here we go. Poppy and Phoenix. Luna's been missing for the early get-goings of this. And
Yes,
Poppy,
girl! Exactly, you definitely are better.
slamming away at Phoenix with those elbows, and Poppy is in the driver's seat so far in the early get-goings of this match. Luna biding her time on the outside. We see her sort of lurking on the outside of the ring.
Well, let's address this. The last time Poppy and Phoenix got together, it was in a maneuver of choice match. And Phoenix pretty much she was on top. When she hit her maneuver, the end.
And it looks like this sometimes friendly, sometimes combative relationship between Phoenix and Luna is going to turn a little ugly. Poppy playing instigator and paying for it right there with a kick to the midsection. Phoenix and Luna left in the ring to settle whatever differences they might have. Poppy still on the receiving end.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, number one,
Here comes Luna with an opportunistic roll-up.
All right, you see, when we talk about this over here, number one, this is a triple threat match. You gotta have eyes at the back of your head, all right? When you're going for a pinfall or a submission, you have to make sure that the third competitor is just either severely incapacitated, that she can't interfere, okay? But also here, which is quite interesting right now, most of us, we all know the friendship or the relationship between Phoenix and Luna. So they have been trying to resolve. I've been trying to get into an interview with Luna, but I just couldn't. Okay, as long as that monstrosity is there, I can't. But as for Poppy, what is her gain on this? It's very simple. She just wants to be on top.
And Poppy is currently not on top. She's in fact outside of the ring.
And you were saying?
Down below, dragging Phoenix out with her, leaving Luna. Oh! Poppy managing to dodge that attack, sidestepping Luna, and now Luna paying for it. Poppy tossing Luna back inside the ring. Cover! And Poppy not managing to get the job done there. Luna kicking out at 2.
One thing about Poppy is that she is an amazing opportunist. She will strike when you basically least expect it.
I've got to give credit where credit is due. Poppy's Shining Wizard, certainly a devastating move she calls the Shining Witch. That puts out opponents, and although she failed to deliver the Shining Witch in a previous encounter,
Poppy utilizing a modified neck scissors right there with a cross arm breaker. An amazing move. An amazing submission right there.
Poppy showing how diverse her arsenal really is. Not only is she a proficient striker, an opportunist, but she's also great at the grappling game. Phoenix now.
Phoenix going for the final cut maneuver.
Poppy with a DDT. Phoenix planted in the middle of the ring. And a kick out. Poppy still not managing to get the job done there. This is a tricky situation, a triple threat. And Phoenix with those shots to the back of Poppy.
And the educated feet of Poppy right there.
A spinning heel kick, dropping Phoenix. She kicks out at 2. And Luna still sitting this one out, catching her breath on the outside of the ring. Poppy still digging deep, trying to find an answer to Phoenix.
Poppy and Phoenix, these two the fast press there by Phoenix.
Ground and pound, and Poppy still managing to get out of that. Phoenix with a takedown.
The amazing, flaming fighting spirit of our resident Firebird right there. Phoenix going for it again.
Going for the end. Phoenix connects.
Phoenix connects with that final cut maneuver right there. Now this is what I mean by, you have to make sure that you incapacitate the third opponent or the third competitor, so to speak.
And here comes Phoenix once again, but Luna, perhaps the fresher of the 3, the more rested competitor in this triple threat at this point in time. Ripcord knee strike applied to perfection. Here comes Poppy to break up the count.
What does it take for any of these women to win the match? And that's my girl Poppy right there.
Trading blows. Poppy with a forearm. Luna going to the midsection, and Phoenix is on the top rope. Phoenix gonna fly.
Phoenix.
Here comes Phoenix.
Crossbody. Our Firebird spreading her wings right there.
That seems to have taken its toll on Phoenix. Luna with a kick out. Poppy with a kick out. And it does not look like this match is coming to an end anytime soon, as all three competitors are spent.
Here's the thing, Terry. This shows how resilient the women of APAC wrestling are. Phoenix going for the end. Poppy had it scouted.
Forearm by Poppy, getting out of that predicament that would have become the end. All three competitors catching their breath. Luna biding her time on the outside. Shining Witch! Out of nowhere, Shining Witch! And Luna breaking up the count.
Yes, of course. What's wrong with you, Luna?
Ripcord knee
Oh my
strike.
God, that gotta hurt. Poppy is known.
I don't know if that's gonna affect Poppy's next TikTok post in any way, because it may have done some damage to the moneymaker.
I think she'll be fine. She'll be fine. Luna, measuring Poppy going for that.
Code breaker.
The double knees right there.
1, 2.
And
Phoenix breaking up the count, but Luna a little sloppy there with the cover. Her legs were on the outside of the bottom rope.
exactly. Going for it. No, Phoenix dodge it.
Into a
Discus clothesline. Phoenix signaling the end.
Can she connect?
Twisting the neck. Dropping on the knees. The end there.
Wait a minute.
What's going on right here?
What is going on?
Now what is that? Wait, who is that?
Wow.
Apparently it's the Killer Star.
That is quite the spectacle. You don't see that every day except
Of
during
course.
Valentine's Day.
Of course. Now who is this?
Who is
Wait.
this mystery lady?
Look what's going on in the ring.
Phoenix being tossed out of the ring. Poppy! Poppy picks up the win, taking advantage of Phoenix. The end. And Poppy.
And your winner.
That's my girl. This is so going on Poppy's TikTok right there. However, I gotta give credit to Phoenix right there. Phoenix had it once.
And a strong assist to the mystery woman with the rose, delivering a cryptic message to Phoenix.
Well, whoever she is, she's definitely a good side to behold, I gotta say on that.
Feeling tired and hungry? Order your favorite food easily with Quicksand. Only $1.99 delivery to get 3 meals. Download Quicksand app now.
Zach, what can I say? I can see you like your ladies mysterious.
Well, of course, I mean, we were graced by the presence of a mysterious beauty here in APAC Wrestling.
All she did was leave a rose.
Roses are red, violets are blue.
Okay, enough of that. It's time to get back to talking about the stomach.
Oh yeah.
Say the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So ladies, if you're at home and you can't prepare a meal at this juncture, you're probably just a little too busy. We'll have the meal delivered to you. Not 1, not 2, but 3 for $1.99 only. Download the Quicksand app.
The following match is scheduled for one fall, and your referee for this match is Zan.
to be the Wonderboy right now. I mean, you know, he might be my man, but I'm so sorry. Rule number 1, never mess with a man's family.
Oh! Shaukat uncorking beat-up beverage all over JYE.
Well, you said that right, Terry. Shaukat is very intense and angry at the same time, and you would not like that combination.
No technical finesse. No normal patience, calm, collected Shaukat. This is a fired up Prophet of Pain.
Oh, yes.
Clubbing blows to the back of JYE. JYE is in for the biggest test of his career.
Well, I get it. JYE was trying to play mind games with the ace of APAC wrestling, but it appears to be that whatever that's happening is pretty much biting him back right now.
Shaukat, very hard-hitting strikes. The most proficient striker in all of APAC wrestling. And that is the last we will see of the Wondermobile.
The Wondermobile just went BYE bye-bye.
JYE back inside the ring. Shaukat still on the hunt.
What's Shaukat doing? On shoulders. JYE went for the JYE special right there.
JYE needing to resort to raking the eyes of the Prophet of Pain.
Start raking the eyes. It's the JYE special.
JYE.
Serving another dish of the JYE special. Now, you see, Terry, do you think that Shaukat was being severely emotional right now? Do you think that that clouded his judgment, that cost it?
And I do think that was what JYE was going for all along, getting Shaukat riled up, taking advantage of the blind spots in the Prophet of Pain's game.
Oh yes, I think you meant that literally. JYE is an expert in blind spots.
1, 2, 3,
Shaukat firing back. JYE with a headbutt.
Now,
And now, targeting the knee of Shaukat.
a rope-hung dragon screw right there. Now, Terry, what do you think will happen if JYE manages to pick up a win over the Prophet of Pain?
Well, that would certainly do wonders for the Wonderboy's career, having defeated the Prophet of Pain. But we're far, far away from that. The Prophet of Pain, resilient, he's able to come back from taking out loads of punishment, and he's then able to proceed to dish out some of his own. But right now, the Prophet of Pain is on the receiving end of this assault by the Wonderboy.
Well, the Wonderboy might also be fueled with anger right now after he witnessed the destruction of his Wondermobile.
Wonderboy, we call him entitled, selfish, self-centered.
Talented with that beautiful drop kick.
Reminiscent of Hardcore Holly.
No, after this, when people talk about drop kicks, they won't think about Hardcore Holly, they will think about JYE.
JYE is the proud owner of one of the best drop kicks in the business.
Now I will break your leg.
And it looks like JYE is incensed that Shaukat would go for the Wondermobile.
1, 2.
Slap right across the face, bringing JYE to his knees. bouncing off the top turnbuckle. Shaukat now back on the hunt.
This is where I don't want to be, JYE, right now.
You rarely see Shaukat go to the top.
Oh. Twisting frog splash right there by the Prophet of Pain.
And look at that switch in direction mid-air, showing us why the Prophet of Pain is one of the most technically superior wrestlers in all of APAC wrestling. But the damage seems to have been done to the knee of Shaukat. JYE certainly picked the right spot.
Well, that's why we call it a high risk. JYE going for the Wonderwall!
It's locked in! The Prophet of Pain has got nowhere to go. He's in the center of the ring. Will Shaukat tap to JYE?
The Prophet of Pain is now in pain. Thanks to the Wonderwall. Shaukat crawling and he got the ropes.
1, 2, 3.
JYE employing the Wonderwall, inflicting damage to not only the knee but the lower back of the Prophet of Pain. Too much showboating. Shaukat now employing a submission maneuver of his own. Oh, Shaukat not able to hold that maneuver for long.
Shaukat tried to go for a variation of the Boston Crab, a torture crab just now, but he could not, of course. It's because of the leg.
The strength required in the lower body for executing such a move, taking its toll on the Prophet of Pain. Can Shaukat come back from what looks like a match-ending injury?
JYE bouncing back with that amazing sling blade.
JYE certainly pulling out all the stops. JYE is showing us something that we did not think we would see. And the Prophet of Pain is down.
In pain. What is JYE?
What is JYE? That is crossing the line. What is JYE doing?
Mind games by the Wonderboy.
I don't think JYE wants to go here. German suplex.
The leg hook German suplex with a bridge, but not enough to take out the Wonderboy.
The Wonderboy once again playing mind games with Shaukat, using his family. A line we rarely see crossed here in APAC Wrestling. And for the first time, JYE has opted to get really personal with the Prophet of Pain.
Of course, when you play mind games, when you play JYE special one more time. Here's the thing, Terry. When you try to target someone's family, all right, it will either make you or break you. That's all.
Well, insofar, Uranagi from Shaukat. Showing us that Shaukat still has a lot left in that tank. JYE planted with that Uranagi, and Shaukat is on the mend.
Of course, JYE was planted down with that amazing Uranagi by Shaukat. Reminds me of the most electrifying man ever.
Shaukat going to the midsection. Right hands by the Prophet of Pain, dropping bombs on JYE.
Shaukat putting JYE on the top turnbuckle. What does he have in mind right there? What is he going for? Presumably a superplex or something?
We have never seen Shaukat do this inside the APAC ring. JYE is in for a treat, a very painful treat, if Shaukat can execute this maneuver. Again with the eyes.
It's not the eyes, the JYE special.
JYE exploiting blind spots, pushing the Prophet of Pain.
The Wonderboy is going to fly.
JYE with a blockbuster off the top rope.
That was a blockbuster right there.
The blockbuster off the top rope, certainly taking advantage of Shaukat's own earlier planning to place JYE there. What a Bronco Buster.
I don't think we've seen that move by JYE before.
Can we rename it the Wonder Buster?
The Wonder Buster. Why not? JYE planning to finish Shaukat off with a Wonder Wave.
Here comes
Got
the
it,
Wonder
hooked in.
Wave.
What an impactful back elbow there by Shaukat. And what an amazing match that we're seeing right now.
We've seen moves, we've never seen these two pull over. Shaukat with creeping death. And I don't think Shaukat thought that true. He landed on his knees, delivering the creeping death, but inflicting more damage to the already injured knees.
Usually what follows a creeping death.
His prophecy fulfilled. Here comes Shaukat.
He hits this. It's over.
JYE dodged it. JYE.
Move drop. Come on, go for the pin. Go for the pin. No, he's not. He's not going for the pin. He's going for
the Wonder Wave.
He hits this. It's over. Wonder Wave connects.
Wonder Wave connects, but can JYE capitalize?
This is going to be an upset.
The Prophet of Pain, ring awareness, needing to place his leg on the ropes to get out of the Wonder Wave. Pinning predicament there. And JYE has pushed the Prophet of Pain to the limit.
JYE is still talking about Shaukat's family.
This is my prophecy.
A slap to the Prophet of Pain, JYE.
JYE, he wants to fulfill his own prophecy right now.
We've seen this before. The Wonder Salt. Prophet of Pain connects.
The Prophet of
Prophecy
Pain.
fulfilled. Midair. JYE has pushed the Prophet of Pain. We've seen the Wonder Buster, the Wonder Wave, and attempted Wonder Salt.
And not forgetting the Wonder Wall as well and the Oof Drop. All of those not enough. Take out the Prophet of Pain. It only takes one prophecy fulfilled. 1, 2, 3.
This prophecy fulfilled, delivered mid-air.
This match, the Prophet of
But still, you have to give credit to JYE. I mean, Shaukat, he went all out, but JYE. Wait, what's going on?
Shaukat.
Come on, Shaukat. Go. And hey, driver. We haven't seen that in a while.
Shaukat putting the exclamation mark on a very game JYE. He may have used Shaukat's family, but he has certainly brought out something we have not seen in the Prophet of Pain.
We have not seen Shaukat utilizing the NK driver before.
Certainly not in APAC Wrestling. The JYE, arguably the competitor that has brought out a different
my God!
Shaukat is taking the Wondermobile ransom.
I guess the Wondermobile now is the profit speed.
Feeling tired and hungry? Order your favorite food easily with Quicksand. Only $1.99 delivery to get 3 meals. Download Quicksand app now.
For his crimes committed against the Prophet of Pain, and we have seen a very traumatized JYE now at the loss of his Wondermobile.
Well, of course, gotta say, Prophet of Pain, he served JYE with a full glass of a beat-up beverage and, knocked him out. Prophecy fulfilled, revenge gained.
Uncorked, served, and delivered. JYE is probably the only competitor in APAC wrestling so far who have nevertheless pushed the Prophet of Pain so far. And he has busted out an arsenal of moves that we have never seen before, including the Wonder Buster.
Of course, and here's the thing, speaking up, serving dishes, I am hungry.
You are, so am I. And I know you are too. So get not 1, not 2, but 3 meals delivered to your doorstep for a low $1.99. All you need to do is to download that Quicksand app right now and get those 3 meals served up to you nice and hot.
The following match is scheduled for 1 fall. And your referee for this match is Zan. Making his way to the ring. He is the mob boss. And his opponent. Making his way to the ring.
And Gotham is unusually cocky. Looking at the predicament that Jaki G is in, mocking Jaki G.
He's not cocky, he's just confident. There's nothing wrong with that.
There is nothing wrong with that, but Gotham knows why he is confident. Jaki G is clearly a bit under the weather, to say the least, as a result of the attack that Gotham put on Jaki G. And look at the... look!
Yes, that is the mob boss right there.
You want to call that sportsmanship?
Of course. Wait,
Wait a
what's going
minute.
on right there?
Jaki G was playing possum. Jaki G clearly recovered from the injury afflicted upon him by Gotham, and Jaki G is now firing on all cylinders. Jaki G is back.
You don't deceive your opponent, come on! Jaki G was playing dirty just now.
Right hand, left hand. It don't matter. Jaki G is laying on the punishment.
No, here's the thing, okay? Gotham was preparing himself to go against a one-armed opponent. He wasn't preparing himself to go against a, well, two-armed opponent. Come on!
This is APAC wrestling. You're always prepared to go against a two-handed opponent.
But here's the thing, it requires special training to go against someone with one arm. So yes, Gotham was preparing himself for that. This is not fair. This is not right. We need justice.
Based on the length and duration you spent justifying what Gotham is now receiving, I gotta say my shiny bald head is confused. And here is Jaki G all fired up to deliver some redemption upon Gotham, who's been tormenting Jaki G. But in return, Jaki G did cost Gotham the match against Azroy.
Well, yes, because, I mean, never take a man's jacket off. You just really don't do that.
Well, Gotham does have a lot of extra jackets to spare. He's brought one to the ring, and the question's got to be asked, does Gotham have any foreign objects concealed today in this match against Jaki G?
Well, my bald-headed friend, all right, Gallagher in there connects.
Gotham still very much in this as Jaki G has got full use of both his arms to take it to the mob boss Gotham.
Speaking of that, okay, Jaki G seems to be...
Fistful of hair, Gotham!
All right, here's the thing, okay? The golden rule of APAC wrestling, never cross the mob boss. That's a golden rule right there.
And I understand Gotham's frustration with Jaki G. He has tried very much over the past couple of weeks to make Jaki G fall in line and disrespecting Jaki G at every turn, mocking Jaki G and even costing him an injury. Jaki G very much.
Nope, that wasn't an injury. No, Jaki G was not injured. He was just playing possum the entire time. Pure acting, that's all. How despicable of Jaki G.
Here's Gotham once again with the disrespect to Jaki G.
It's not disrespect if he does it better. Come on, referee, do your job.
Gotham grabs a fistful of hair, Jaki grabs a fistful of beard.
And Jaki just ate a long line clothesline. Things are not going so well for Jaki G. Of course, that's what happens when you take a man's jacket and you deceive the mob boss.
Here in APAC Wrestling, I'm sure we have very good recollected memory of the battles Gotham fought against Serigala, and I think Gotham just feels Jaki G is beneath him.
Of course. I mean, for starters, Gotham just towers over Jaki G.
Gotham! Sidewalk slam! Planting Jaki G.
Gotham exercising his power, his strength over Jaki G right now. Of course, he still can't take Jaki G out.
Jaki G has been known to make a comeback at the very last minute.
Well, let's see whether is he able to do it in this match against the Mob Boss.
Gotham having very, very much a fun time inside the ring, delivering punishment to Jaki G. Jaki G now, trying to stage a comeback. Gotham!
Gotham with the face breaker knee smash right there.
Both men thinking the same thing on a collision course. Double clotheslines. And it does look like Gotham and Jaki G are both down at this point in time. Referee's begun his count.
3, 4.
Now who's gonna get up first?
6.
Both men up on one knee. Dropping bombs. Gotham with a right. Jaki with a right. Gotham with another right. Jaki G firing back. Exchanging chop blocks across the chest.
Now this is a brutal match between the two of them. I am entertained, I gotta say.
You might call this a grudge match. Both men have got something to prove, especially Jaki G.
Jaki G delivering a series of clotheslines right there to Gotham.
Flying forearm into the corner, and Jaki G
Jaki G, we all know what's coming.
going to the top. Jaki G
Gallic Gun!
taking down the Mob Boss. Gotham still alive, kicking out of the Gatling gun.
Not
An attack
enough.
from the top rope.
Not enough to take out the Mob Boss. That's why he is the Mob Boss right now.
Once again, Jaki G with the cover.
Jaki G seems desperate right now to take out Gotham. Signaling for Jaki G. Feeling the APAC army right now. Give him energy.
Here comes Jaki.
Wait,
He's
what's he-
got Gotham in his sights.
What is he doing? Wait, is he going for...
What in the world?
I think he's...
I've never seen Jaki do this. Point blank. Jaki G employing Gotham's own move against him. Well, you can't take a man's move and apply it to perfection the first time. Jaki G, of course, never used this before.
Yeah, but still, that point blank was like a Kamehameha wave there by Jaki G.
Jaki's calling for it. Oh!
The referee just got knocked out. Look at Gotham. What is he
Gotham!
doing? Turn around.
G-Shock by Gotham!
Of course, it's called the G-Shock. It's the Gotham Shock right there.
A Gotham shock of his own. Gotham heading to the outside, getting the referee back in the ring. Gotham!
Gotham connected with this new maneuver, the Gotham Shock.
Jaki G kicks out of the Gotham shock. Both men having dug deep into each other's arsenals, attempting to copy each other's moves. And here's one move that Gotham knows all too well will bring any opponent down to his knees.
What do you mean?
This is the real steal. Here is Gotham going for the heist. What a shame it would be to bring such an amazing match to an end with the use of the brass knuckles.
No, it's just jewelry right there. There's nothing wrong with that move. Gotham just has a powerful punch.
And here comes Gotham. Referee still. Oh! G-Shock!
That's Gotham's move!
G-Shock! Jaki G! 2! Gotham has been put away by Jaki G!
And your winner of this match,
That was quite unfair. Jaki G had to lie. He had to deceive. He had to use deception in order to beat the mob boss.
Well, I don't know how you missed the brass knuckles. Everybody saw the brass knuckles. It was in plain sight this time. Your monitor wasn't turned off. You even referred to it as jewelry.
No. Gotham, I didn't see brass knuckles. I saw 4 rings. Gotham is married probably 4 times. I don't know about that, man. We never know. Come on.
Come on, Zach. You've got 4 eyes on you today. There's no way you could have missed the brass knuckles. But nevertheless, the win goes to Jaki G, having reacquired the G-Shock. Gotham wobbly inside the ring after receiving a point blank from Jaki G and a G-Shock. He can't be happy with what transpired here tonight. Gotham calling for the mic.
Give me the mic. Make your way, Gotham! Get out of the ring.
Spare Z. He has done you no harm, Gotham.
I'm still the best.
Yes, you are.
You can, no matter the outcome of the match, say whatever you want. But I am the best. And I have to prove it to each and every one of you scumbags. I want a match right here, right now. And if no one is coming out in the count of 5, I promise you, I am taking APAC hostage.
Gotham wants a match,
The mob boss exercising his law.
demanding a challenge.
What's going on right now?
The Chinese New Year come early.
Oh my God! Is it him?
Well, it seems that someone has answered Gotham's challenge.
Is it? Is it?
Oh!
The Asian warrior! It's the Asian warrior! Oh my God! It's the Asian warrior!
The Asian warrior accepting Gotham's challenge. And he has laid out Gotham.
Ladies and gentlemen, APAC Army, it's the Asian warrior, Daryl Wong.
And the mob boss is in retreat. Gotham never got to have that match.
Feeling tired and hungry? Order your favorite food easily with Quicksand. Only $1.99 delivery to get 3 meals. Download Quicksand app now.
The Asian Warrior has arrived in APAC Wrestling, and what a way to make a statement. What a way to introduce himself to the APAC Army by taking out the mob boss, Gotham.
Well, of course, the question here is, was it a good idea to cross the mob boss?
It's never a good idea to cross the mob boss on any day, but he sure picked the right spot when the mob boss was kind of down and out.
Well, still, it's a great scene to see the Asian Warrior, Daryl Wong, here in APAC Wrestling.
It would also be a great scene to receive 3 meals for $1.99. You can do that right now if you download that Quicksand app and get 3 meals delivered to your doorstep for a low $1.99. So what you waiting for? Download the app right now.